G'day trendsetters, John with Gravel Cyclist. Today I'm unboxing this very unique pair of wheels. This is the Xentis Kappa2 27.5/650b wheel set. This wheel set is very unique in that it resembles nothing currently available on the market at the moment for either gravel bikes or mountain bikes. You might be thinking, how can that possibly be? Well, this wheel set features 4 spokes, front and rear. That's right. So this is a quad spoke wheel set, and if you're familiar with some of the older wheel sets perhaps made by Karima, which were time trial wheel sets, this is a new take on that sort of thing, but designed for mountain bikes mostly. However, as we all know, mountain bikes have nice wide rim beds on their wheel sets, and I am a huge fan of wide rim beds because they mate so well with gravel tires. So without further ado, let's open up this box and check out how the Kappa2 27.5 wheels look. And we have a beautiful padded wheel bag with the website Xentis.com. Xentis next generation wheels, and in case you missed it on the box, these wheels are all about going fast and braking last. Oh my, these wheels are absolutely gorgeous, and they are so light. I really wish you folks could hold these wheels like I am doing right now and just appreciate how light they are. I'm going to pop this on the gram scale here in a moment. As you can see, it's a quad spoke design, which is very different from anything else on the market today. And also disc brake ready to go, 6 bolt and a 142 by 12 millimeter through axle. So it meets a lot of the modern standards we see on gravel bikes and mountain bikes. Now the front wheel, which is even lighter again, you've got the 6 bolt rotor mount, quad spoke design, and I specifically asked for this wheel set to be set up with a 15mm front through axle. This is absolutely beautiful. And look how wide that rim bed is. Fantastic. So onto the trusty Gravel Cyclist gram scale. The front wheel weighs 647.5 grams. And the rear wheel 770.5 grams. Now bear in mind, these weights also include the rim strip, which I'm going to replace because I'm going to set these wheels up tubeless, but that's some pretty impressive weight. So now it's time to inflate a tire. Now I've already mounted it, and this happens to be a WTB Resolute 650b by 42mm tire. It is a used tire. And if you check out the video description at the bottom, you'll see a link to a review I did of these particular tires. That point aside, it mounted up nice and easily. And inside the tire casing, I have installed about 2 ounces of Orange Seal Endurance Formula sealant. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to use my Bontrager TLR flash charger pump, which you can see a full-on video review in the description below. Anyway, I have taken the liberty of removing the valve from the, I should say the valve core from the valve itself. There's the valve core. Here's my valve tool. I like to do that so I get a big shot of air and ideally pop the tire onto the rim bead, etc. So the secondary cylinder in the Bontrager pump has been inflated to about 120 psi, so hopefully this will go well. So I just take the chuck, snap it in place, and pull the release lever, and hopefully that's perfect. It's actually in the bead already. Brilliant. Okay, you have to love that. So next, I have to do some juggling. I'm going to have to remove the chuck and then install the valve. I have to do it fast because I'll lose the air otherwise. Okay, so there is the valve core. That's perfect. Then just tighten down my trusty valve core tool. Done. So very easy to inflate with a compressor, it'll be even easier. And so this tyre, apart from a bit of swishing around I have to do, is ready almost to ride. I'm going to assume that everybody watching this video knows how to install a 6-bolt brake rotor. So just real quick, if you don't, you simply line up your rotor with the holes on the hub, use your 6 bolts, you tighten to appropriate torque spec, then you mount to your bike. So quite simple really. And now I think it's time to see what I've been getting up to on my bicycle riding the Xentis Kappa2 wheelset. Stating the obvious, the Xentis Kappa2 650b wheelset stands out from the crowd. Unlike traditional wheelset designs, the Kappa2 cannot ever change its lateral trueness, barring a heavy crash. This type of wheel is usually manufactured with a small amount of run-out, which in a nutshell refers to how true the wheel is laterally and vertically. My review samples were almost perfectly straight, which is a testament to the quality of their construction. The look of this wheelset is not for everybody, but during my review period, it has drawn plenty of looks. The Xentis Kappa2 wheelset is stiff, but not to the point of beating you to death. Its low weight of 1417 grams for the pair, with the stock rim strips, is very light for a wheel of this type, and that low weight lends itself to fast acceleration. Once up to speed, this wheelset is a dream to ride. It holds its speed so well, whether you be flying along on a flat road or rolling fast down a descent. When climbing, the wheelset rolls oh so nicely due to its lack of heft and responds well to out of the saddle efforts. I'm not a powerhouse rider, but I cannot detect any wiggle in the wheelset. This wheelset would be a solid choice for a bigger, powerful rider. I was expecting some difficulties in crosswinds considering the wheelset's design, but that effect is no worse than traditional spoked, deep section carbon wheelsets that I have ridden. Much of the time, the Kappa2 wheelset is extremely stable and sounds so cool with a distinctive low volume helicopter blade type sound. The carbon spokes are not bladed for cutting through the wind, rather they are rounded, but you have to remember this wheelset was originally designed for mountain biking, which is reassuring for wheelset longevity. I am no aerodynamic expert and I have no way of testing if this wheelset is faster than others I have ridden, but when you install a decent sized gravel tyre, in my case the 650b WTB Resolute 42mm, which measures about 45mm on these wheels, these tyres effectively kill any aerodynamic advantage on a gravel bike. When you're chugging along on your average gravel road, wheelset aero factor could be subjective despite what some marketing people may tell you. Analysing your bike position for maximum efficiency is probably the best thing you can do for this type of cycling. All of those factors aside, placebo is strong and the Kappa2 feels like it is one of the fastest wheelsets I have ridden. I've mentioned this in other reviews. Reviewing product on a training ride is one thing, but racing on review product is another. You don't always have the opportunity to pick and choose your line with other riders present in a race, so I thought it a brilliant idea to race the Xentis Kappa2 at the 2018 Gravel Worlds in Lincoln, Nebraska. My performance wasn't exactly stellar that day, which is another story in itself, but with low wind, over 80 hills along the course and matching downhills, the Kappa2 performed beyond my expectations. At no point did I give thought to my wheel and tyre choice that day, rather I focused on suffering through 150 miles of Nebraska gravel and ultimately finishing the race. The Kappa2 wheels are absolute rockets on descents. I maxed out at around 41 miles an hour or 65 kilometers an hour, which is some fast speed on a gravel road. I didn't mention this earlier, but the Xentis Kappa2 650b wheelset is available with a Shimano 1011 speed cassette body or SRAM XD driver. Axle supported are regular quick release, through axle for 15mm front and 142x12mm rear, and boost, which isn't a standard I think we'll be seeing anytime soon on a gravel bike. This isn't a cheap wheelset, but if you consider its performance, durability, uniqueness and good looks, I think it is money well spent. The Kappa2 has proven reliable, the bearings are as smooth as the day I received them, and this is the easiest wheel set to clean ever. Priced at about €2,150 or US $2,500, the Kappa2 wheel set isn't for everybody, but personally, I love this wheel set and it is one I do not want to return. I hope you found this review to be helpful and insightful. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the Gravel Cyclist YouTube channel. I'll see you in the next video.